But at last, she spots a letter swirling past her, just out of reach. We'll return to that in a moment.
You probably already guessed it, but Down the Rabbit Hole is a game that is set in the Alice in Wonderland world. The game begins with you falling down the rabbit hole and landing on a stack of party invitations, which sends them flying. It's then up to you to find as many as possible, and also to find your pet who has gone missing. The game is played with the DualShock controller. The girl is controlled with the analog stick, and then you move your position by grabbing vines and dragging yourself around. Flicking the right analog stick will snap turn you, but considering how everything is laid out all around you, snap turning isn't really an issue. Pressing triangle will make you look towards the girl, and it does a very good job at recentering you, although you will likely want to grab a vine and move yourself a bit closer to each room. The game is all about puzzle solving, and the interaction needed comes in two forms. The girl can interact with things when she is close to them, and you can actually touch and grab certain things in the world too. Further adding more challenge to the puzzles later on is the fact that you can swap between two characters. This comes with benefits such as the card character being able to squeeze between tight spaces, which allows him to reach new areas. I have played a lot of puzzle games, and I must admit, most of the puzzles here I have seen variations of before in other games, but it's the back and forth needed between the card, the girl and you, which makes the process of solving them slightly different. Mixing things up even more is the fact that in certain places you can enter a first person mode, which places you into the tiny rooms. You can't move around here, but observation and interaction is needed from you for some of the puzzles. During the adventure, you meet classic characters from Alice in Wonderland. There is some slight dark, yet comical humour here, as well as some play on swear words. Surprisingly for a puzzle game, the game does have some choices that you can make. Dialogue options make an appearance, but the more meaningful ones actually change stuff up in the world, such as being able to choose which pet you lost and what your favourite colour is. The latter is applied to the girl's clothing. These choices didn't really tempt me to replay the whole game again, just to see the other outcomes, but I can appreciate the work that went into them, as characters' dialogue does slightly change, like when they speak about the missing pet you chose. It just makes the journey slightly more personal to you. The collectibles in this game come in the form of the party invitations, which you lost at the beginning of the game. The characters can pick them up, but your virtual self often has to find them first. Some are in very devious places, so taking a proper look and peering into each location is needed. The invitations play a massive role in the game too, as they do determine the ending you get. The more you find, the better the ending. Luckily, you can open up your menu at any time and take a look at what floor still has collectibles left to find. The caterpillar's room comes in very handy for collectible cleanup too, as it serves as the game's fast travel point. The animations on the characters are superb, and as you would expect from a game like this, the depth inside each room is absolutely incredible. If you look up, you can even see the hole's entrance, which is a nice touch as it shows you how far you have come. It took me around 2.5 hours to reach the end of the game, but if you're aiming to get every party invitation, it will take longer, as some are tied to actual puzzles. Trophy wise, most will unlock as you play through the game, but there is a couple here that are tied to collecting every invitation in the game. It's a pretty simple and easy list to complete, but unfortunately, there isn't a platinum as a reward. Admittedly, puzzle-wise, there wasn't too many here that I hadn't experienced in some form before, but that didn't matter because with the use of VR, it can greatly change the experience overall. Seeing all the rooms laid out all around you and then entering first person mode is a magical experience. I absolutely love it when VR games play with the player's height, and it's only boosted here thanks to the excellent visuals. Alice in Wonderland may have been told numerous times before, but this is one rabbit hole that is certainly worth falling down into again.
Well, shuffle me sideways. It sure looks like you're in a pickle.
This is a very well made game. I don't think anything here will quite blow you away, but it's a very decent puzzler. As always, if you found this review helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more PSVR content.